Let's take a trip down memory lane. Try and recall the times you were preparing for your school or college exams. Was I the only one who secretly wished for exams to be cancelled whenever I'd not studied enough, which was a lot of times? I'd like to believe most of us have been there. Why then is it so hard to believe that the protests against the JEE mains and NEET may have something to do with the very same fear of underperforming? Hello and welcome to Gravitas Plus. I'm Palki Sharma Upadhyay and I come to you with yet another unpopular opinion. A lot of you have written to us with one question: why haven't we taken up the issue of exam postponement? Well, now we have. And you may not like what I have to say. I believe that those demanding the further postponement or cancellation of JEE or NEET fall in one of the following categories. 1. Students who may not be prepared. 2. People who want to politicize the issue. And 3. People who really cannot make it to the exam centers. A 4th category, people who may be ill-informed. Like I said, unpopular opinion. But hear me out before you make up your mind. The JEE, the Joint Entrance Examination, and the NEET, the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test, are among India's most popular exams. They are the common entrance tests for some of India's top engineering and medical colleges. For the sake of comparison, let's say they are like the SATs. Every year, around 8.5 lakh students take the JEE. 15 lakh others take the NEET. The Wuhan virus pandemic threw everything off the rails this year, and these exams were not an exception. NEET was scheduled for the 3rd of May and JEE was supposed to be held between April 5th and 11th. But holding them while fighting an unknown enemy was not an option, so they were postponed. JEE mains from April to July and then to September. JEE advanced from May to September. NEET was rescheduled from the 3rd of May to the 26th of July and then to the 13th of September, but not everyone was satisfied. Some demanded that these exams be postponed further. Some said cancel them altogether. Now let me remind you again that we are talking about exams that are stairways to some of India's most prestigious institutions. The IITs, the NITs, AIIMS. Students prepare for these exams through their senior years. Parents shell out a lot of money on coaching classes, around 1.35 lakh rupees for a one-year course for NEET and 1.6 lakh for a JEE course. The fees double for a 2-year course. So all the toil, the money and years later, do the students not deserve the best college experience? Yes, they do. But those protesting the exams do not seem to have the best interest of the students in mind. Let me tell you why. The JEE mains has concluded today. The JEE Advanced is scheduled for later this month. There will be several rounds of counselling and classes will only be able to start around December. Under normal circumstances, students would have almost finished their first semester by then, which means the first batch of students will have to take classes over the weekend to make up for the lost time. They may even have to skip summer internships to catch up on the lost semester. A further delay would only make matters worse. Cancelling the exams would be disastrous. You know why? Because then the number of aspirants taking the exams in 2021 will be double the original number. There will be at least 17 lakh students taking JEE and 30 lakh students taking the NEET. Double the number of candidates for the same number of seats. Which student would want to fight such a battle? How can the delay or cancellation then be in favor of the students? It is not. What then do the protesters have in mind? They point out that the pandemic is not over, and they're right, it is not. But we've been in this situation for more than 6 months now. How long can we hit the pause button on life? Malls, public transport, hotels, restaurants, they've all opened. Why should the academic calendar be the only one to suffer? Those protesting the exams point out the challenge of social distancing. Again, they're right. It is a challenge. What are the authorities doing about it? The NTA, the National Testing Agency that conducts these exams, has factored in social distancing. The number of centers for JEE have been increased from 570, I have the figures, from 570 to 660. And for NEET, it has been increased from 2,546 to 3,843 centers. The number of students per classroom has been reduced to 12. The JEE was held over 12 shifts instead of 8. Then there are separate rooms for students who are coronavirus positive or are showing symptoms. The NTA has procured 10 lakh masks and 10 lakh pairs of gloves. So the authorities have kept the safety of students in mind. What else? Protesters say that some students could not finish their preparation because the coaching classes had to close down due to the lockdown. They say not everyone had access to online learning. Fair enough, the digital gap is real and serious, but it does not apply here. Most of the coaching classes finished their courses by March because the exams were scheduled for April and May. Yes, preparations have been interrupted. But for those taking the exams in 2021, what else? The protesters point out that public transport is a problem in many areas. Again, they're right, it is. Anyone who denies it is lying, but I cannot help but point at solutions. There are special trains running for students in many parts of India, 8 in Bihar, 4 in Rajasthan, many of them in Mumbai. There are numerous centers for these exams. It is highly unlikely that a student will not find a center within the radius of 100 kilometers. And you know what? Where there's a will, there's a way. As cliched as it may sound, it is what it is. On the 1st of September, a farmer and his daughter from Nalanda rode 300 kilometers to Ranchi on a motorbike so that the young girl could appear for the JEE mains. There are well-wishers across the country helping students with their commute. You see, these exams are an opportunity for millions to break free of the shackles of poverty. It is a ticket to security, an opportunity to have a stable career. No one should have the right to take this away from a student, especially those being driven by selfish motives. When the NTA released the admit cards of JEE mains and NEET, 4 lakh aspirants downloaded them in the first 3 hours. There were 6.84 lakh downloads in the first 5 hours. A student from Nabrangpur who appeared for the JEE mains said, and I'm quoting, "COVID-19 can be cured, but we cannot afford to lose an academic year." There are people who want to sit for these exams. The numbers speak for themselves. That said, we are not disregarding genuine problems. The Maharashtra floods have made it very difficult for students to reach the exam centers. Authorities are well aware of this. So those unable to appear for the exams have been allowed to make a representation to the National Testing Agency. I also understand that a lot of students are worried about getting infected. I'm a parent and I would be worried if my children had to appear for this exam. The Wuhan virus is scary and deadly. Students have aging parents or elderly grandparents at home. But I lean on what the Supreme Court said. While rejecting the petitions to postpone the exam, the court said life has to go on, life has to move ahead. It's happening all around us. People are going to the malls, stepping out for meals. Travel has resumed. Why should the academic year be on hold? Plus, and the most important point, no one is forcing these exams on students. There's always the option of appearing next year if that's what you want. It's okay to worry about your health. Write the exam next year. But why block it for those who want to take it now? Let's not politicize education. If you want to help the students, how about teaching them how to circumvent a crisis?